What's up, everybody? Steven here. We're back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into House episode number 17 of season number 1 called Role Model. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, Patreon for the full reaction, uncut episodes over there if you want them. If you don't, totally cool. You can get episodes here whenever they show up. So last episode, of course, we had the big who will House fire story. House made a choice. He chose Chase. But Vogler did not like that, and he wanted House to make another choice. Even though earlier in the episode, House made the choice of, we'll all take a pay cut so we could all stay on. That wasn't good enough. Kind of seeing that, no, Vogler wants, is it Vogler or Vogler? Vogler? Vogler, it's Vogler, right? Oh, no, Vogler, I was right. Okay. So he wants House to just do what he says, right? But House did what he said. Nope, I want you to do exactly what I say, and you got to fire one of the other two people. What I'm guessing, if he chose Foreman, he'd probably be like, nope, not Foreman. You gotta fire, Cameron, which is my guess is what probably he wants. We also had Chase being a jackass, complete another douche. So we'll see if that if he changes, because I never really I never hated Chase. I thought Chase was a fine a fine character. He's my least favorite of the three, just because he doesn't really bring much to the table in terms of story, or, like, you know, Cameron. Well, now Cameron has the whole I like House story, and then Foreman has the whole I'm like House, like I'm just like you story. So I don't know. I'm very curious to see where things go. This was called Role Model. I'm guessing House role model probably to somebody. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Somebody has to be fired before the end of the season, I'm guessing. We have 4 or 5 episodes left, so let's hop in here, have a good time. Here we go.
And the only thing wrong with the American dream is people. Too many people.
Some water or something?
I'm fine.
Oh, you should read. Uh-oh. Could have gone the other way.
Some guy like you, I bet you get 70% of the women.
Here's hoping.
Of course, it helps your wife died of cancer.
Look, if his case is as trivial as you think, it'll take you 3 minutes to diagnose.
3 minutes that I could spend sitting on the toilet with a funny page.
I need you to give a speech at the National Cardiology Conference next week.
I don't do speeches. I'm shy.
Either give one 10-minute talk and one 3-minute diagnosis, or you can fire one of your pets.
Oh, he gets a choice? Shit, he doesn't have to fire him? Okay, I'll do it. Play ball. But then for how long, though?
Biopril.
Will you keep pushing this shit?
I appreciate
every time you want.
We're keeping your staff away as well.
Since I split up with my husband. That was almost a year ago.
Fine. Have it your way. Immaculate conception.
What do I do?
Afternoon delight. She just loves the hardwood.
Oh my God, why did you make that?
You're not doing a brain biopsy based on a spot.
You're pulling rank on patient care.
It's not my call either.
That's
It's up to
Vogler.
you.
Either it's a tumor or it's an infection that the lumbar puncture didn't pick up. Either way, unless we treat it immediately.
That's crazy.
As I'm sure you
No.
As I'm sure you know, people with HIV can live a long time.
What else could do this to me?
Theoretically, certain House never gives speeches.
But when I really believe in something, gosh dang it, I got a chance to make a difference here.
You made a deal with Vogler?
Take a deep breath.
Oh. Dude, he's going through all this. He's
Draw some more blood.
Is there a way that you can come back as, like, your tests say AIDS, but you don't have AIDS? Is that possible?
The antiretrovirals aren't working.
That's not surprising.
He's just gonna keep getting worse. You realize that, right?
Why are you spying on my case?
Why are you... Vogler's drug works!
Don't care.
Why do you have to make everything so dramatic?
I'm a very high-strung little lap dog.
Oh my God, he's such a...
No pills.
What's going on?
The antiretrovirals aren't working.
Why not?
Because you don't have AIDS.
What the fuck?
The only difference consequences. Now we don't know why.
Interesting.
What? When you're fourth down and 100 to go in the snow, you don't call a running play up the middle unless you're the Jets.
I hate sports metaphors.
Why did you order the second AIDS test?
Oh no. No, you just showed you showed us slight. Okay, so she's doing this because Vogler wants her to watch him. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why.
This is because of the speech.
God, don't try and pick me apart.
Then why are you asking? What do you want to hear?
Random, but okay.
Why, Dr. House?
Hey, look for the blue heron. Because there's no way to...
Oh.
You didn't fall off the swings when you were 8. Back. We have to talk. You had an epileptic seizure. That's how you bit your tongue.
Oh, wow.
Haven't said a Caesar says.
Phenytoin?
Yeah!
Jesus.
Okay, you're okay.
My God, House. That's...
Everybody lies.
Hey, why listen to me? I own the company. I'm certainly not to be trusted, right?
House wouldn't
Dr. Greg House.
throw this shit
man,
throw him
has
under
a
the bus
reputation
and say that he was
for
made to do this, right? He wouldn't do that, right?
among
There's
other
no
things.
way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Greg House.
He wouldn't. He knows that he'll fire them. He won't.
God obviously never liked them anyway. All
Yep.
the healthy people in the room.
Look
Let's
at
have a big
Chase.
round of applause for Ed Vogler.
Oh, fucking A.
Goodbye, House.
That was episode number 17, Role Model. That was a great episode. I actually really liked that episode. The actor that played the guy running for president, that dude's on another level. Acting was top notch. He sold every emotion, every moment. He sold that shit, yo. Like I love that, like, that actor in this role. He was so good. And the intensity, and when House took the breathing thing away, the way that he spoke and Foreman, the way that he spoke to House, guy knocked it out of the park. But now let's get to the whole Cameron thing, I guess. Leaving. And it's I don't know. I mean, she really off the show. I don't know when Once Upon a Time started, so I'm not sure if that's when she goes to do that. But that's interesting choice to have her be the one that leaves. We have the whole weird shit with Chase, who's a jackass, and he's embracing it, embracing being a jackass. Of course, House was gonna do the Vogler thing at the end. I just didn't see it. I didn't see him kind of sabotaging the speech. But damn. Interesting. And then the whole thing with the case was that a childhood disease was ultimately causing the situation with the senator, or not the senator, but the guy that ran for president. But yeah, I liked the episode a lot. I like the moments where, like, House was talking to Cuddy when he would say, like, where he was saying, "Are you okay? Like, are you okay with this or whatever?" And she said, "No." I also like the secondary case with the girl that was sleepwalking, having sex. That was interesting as well. The moments with Foreman were solid, but I don't know. I really like the episode. We'll go through it. We'll kind of break it down. We have beginning. Of course, we see the guy that's running for president out speaking about what he wants for his policies, all that stuff, and fight for the future or whatever. And then he has an episode some sorts, throws up on this guy, and then he slowly throughout the whole episode just keeps getting worse, and something keeps happening, and it's worse and worse. And I was fascinated by it. We got House essentially. Is this kind of like blackmail? He's like, either you do this or you have to fire somebody. I guess it's not really blackmail if he's giving you. I mean, kind of. I don't know. Nonetheless, House has to pimp this guy's new equipment so that he can keep all three of his workers, even though he doesn't want to keep Chase. He has to. House doesn't want to do this case, but then he sees one little thing about the guy's thing with his brain not receiving the information to do the like thing. You have the woman who's not having sex. Have senator with the brain biopsy where they have to take a piece of the brain to see what's actually happening. And the guy slowly starts worse and worse. Yeah, again, more of the Cameron. Actually, no, this is on the camera stuff. This is when Chase is being like Chase didn't do jack shit this episode. Besides that one time that he said something earlier. We talked about this when they were that's when they were doing the whole thing about, oh my God, House is gonna give a speech. Holy shit! I thought this acting moment was great, being like poked and everything. Again, Cameron being Cameron, super nice and like trying to say thank you to House because she knows how hard this is. The whole thing with the symptoms. The crazy twist that came out of nowhere to me was the AIDS thing. I was like, what? He has AIDS? That was a story. And I love like the guy's acting when he was like, no, I don't have that. That earlier. Yeah, right here. I thought his acting was great. Then when House gets more blood, because the test came back positive, the guy tries to get up, he can't feel his leg. Oh, it turns out he doesn't have that. Laughing. I thought the laughing here when he's like, oh my God, you guys put me through all these like that test and it wasn't even what you thought it was. We're in the courtyard or in eating to get away from Cuddy. Coming in with the one woman who feels all these symptoms, a rug burn on her ass. Let's see, more of the Vogler stuff where. Oh, what's the name of Vogler?
Right over here. Two more.
Really cool tumor.
That sushi must have been a lot worse than you thought.
Oh, the 14 pages of whatever the fuck. This is the part I was talking about with Chase, where House is like, how are we gonna do this? You keep ratting me out to Cuddy, ratting me out to Vogler. And he's like, what are we going to do? And then Chase's response is, nothing you can do. Essentially saying, you can't fire me now. Chase knows it. See how cocky Chase is about it. And we have House wanting to know why Cameron likes him, which is interesting because House cares and he almost feels like he shouldn't be able to be cared about. And the fact that she does, he wants to get the answer, and then we get the answer later. The breathing thing was hard to watch. He's breathing and he's like losing his breath. That was acted so well. We get the woman who turns out she was having the home sleep sex. This scene here, like this execution of this scene here is crazy, like so tense.
The swings when you rate.
Crazy that he's a politician who wants to hide his epilepsy from when he was younger so badly that it was essentially gonna kill him. House is able to figure that out, and Chase being cocky Chase, the guy's still gonna run for president, and then he does the whole speech about think that just because means that you don't make a difference or whatever. Lisa House is giving his speech, and of course House decides to be a jackass, like not play ball, ultimately pissing off Vogler, and he has to fire one of them, and Cameron decides she's gonna get herself fired, and she says the reason that she likes House is because everything he does because it's the right thing to do. He leaves. Crazy. Crazy that they're writing her out of the show. Maybe they're not. I don't know. We'll see. But that's the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, Patreon for the full reaction. Uncut episodes over there if you want them. If you don't, totally cool. You can get episodes here whenever they show up. I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys later.